Hello, and welcome to my Pechakucha about my internship through the English department at Westfield State University. My name is Emily Rua, and I did my internship at a library in the town of Ludlow. So I did my internship at Hubbard Memorial Library, which is the library I grew up going to. I chose to do mine at a library as I want to look into doing a master's in library and information sciences, and I really enjoy reading as I am an English major with a literature concentration. So I want to do something that kept me involved with books. So I had multiple different jobs at this internship. I mainly worked in youth services and archives, but I spent time in basically every possible area of the library to get a better feel of everything and also to decide which area I was most interested in, which it turned out being cataloging and archives. One particular quote that my supervisor told me was, "Take grant writing." I did not participate in any grant writing during this internship, but the Director of Youth Services, July Siebecker, told me that she really regrets not taking it in college, so it's something I definitely would be looking into during my master's. One fun thing I did at the library was create this bulletin board for the month of April. April is Poetry Month, so I put together a collection of poetry books, as you can see in the front, and I put different poets in each daisy, and I tried to keep them ones that were from either Western Mass or New England in general. Part of doing this whole presentation, I got to go through the entire process of ordering books, processing them, cataloging them, and all that fun stuff. And actually both of these books, well, at least both of these poets were ones I read during cross-contemporary literature this semester as well. One fun thing that I've been doing is helping with the archives. Right before I joined the library, they were given a collection of glass plate negatives, so I have been helping them with digitizing them, transcribing all the names for each photograph, and just kind of organizing them in general. So this is more of the archive works. It's a lot of scanning because, as you can see by the picture on the left, these things are in very delicate condition. So you don't want to touch them too much. So it's better to have them digitized, scanned, and put online, and also so that way anyone who wants to see them can see them. These are some of the glass plate negatives. These take quite a long time to scan, and they also have to be done a very specific way. But this is just an example of some of the ones that have been done already, and they're of different places around Ludlow, Massachusetts. One fun thing that I got to do, I only had to do this once, but I still wanted to put it because I'm very proud of it, but I am Portuguese, and I was the only person at the library who could read Portuguese, so I got to help them translate some letters that they could not understand, so that was a very fun and very proud moment for me. I really enjoy cataloging. I processed lots of books this past semester for the library, specifically the youth room. So as you can see, these are just some of the examples of books I've done. J stands for juvenile, obviously J graphics for graphic novels, and JER is for easy readers. So very young kids learning to read. One fun thing I learned is that there is coding in library sciences. I did not expect there to be coding, but there it is. And basically, if you go through a mark record, which exists for every book, there's a nice little cheat sheet in it, where 82 is always the Dewey Decimal Number and 100 is always the author, which is very helpful to know in processing. I also got to assist in a lot of youth room activities. For example, this was one of the very first things I did, and it was a very nice group of young girls, and we all got together and made these really cute bows. And as you can see, these girls really liked this activity, and it was just a good example for me to understand kind of what some of the activities youth rooms put together. Going into this, I did not know Publisher. I did not use Publisher ever, but by the end of it, and by lots of questions on my part, I was able to make these 2 scavenger hunts for Earth Day and for May the 4th, and I'm very proud of them. I would definitely recommend interning at a library if you're someone who really likes books, especially if you want to go into library and information sciences. I went in with no really any guidance or direction on where to go, and being at this library and being able to ask actual librarians questions really aided me in knowing the next steps to take. Overall, I enjoyed my time during this internship. I learned a lot about running and maintaining a library, as well as the small work that goes into things such as events and getting new books. During this internship, Doing this internship taught me much more than I learned as a volunteer, which I had done previously at this library, and has helped me decide my next steps within my academic career. I've learned quite a lot of things, but I learned most and foremost that I'm interested in archives or cataloging. Before going in, as I've mentioned, I did not know where I wanted to go within library and information sciences. I also learned how to use Publisher and Google Calendar. So, going from this internship, I know 100% that I want to pursue my master's in library and information sciences. I know the areas that interest me more in a library. I know I don't want to go into youth services, although I did enjoy my time there. And I have a better understanding of what libraries do. Thank you for watching. I will now be going on to my MLIS at the University of Denver.